Hello everyone, and welcome back to This Week in Halo, the Halo video that catches you up with everything Halo related this week. This week in Halo, Netflix has actually purchased the Halo TV show from Paramount Plus. That's right, I'm not kidding, and we're going to talk about it. We also have an update on the Crusher, the Halo Infinite replacement to the Hunter, thanks to Mr. Rebs, and on screen here, my god, these skyscrapers, these streets, everything you're watching on screen right now is a part of the new Halo 3 Forge mod thanks to Rejected Shotgun. It's seriously amazing. If that wasn't enough, we even have a Halo fan this week who has become the Halo ring itself, the literal ring. We've got a lot to cover today, guys, but let's get into it. So first up today, we have the Halo TV show, the show that many think is an abomination and character assassinates the Master Chief. To say this show has been controversial is the understatement of the century, but today, Netflix has announced its purchase of the rights to the show. Starting in March, both seasons 1 and 2 will be available on Netflix, and it has people thinking a third season is on the way. I've got a few things to say about this, so let's sum it up. Positives first, and Netflix has a much larger audience than Paramount Plus. Huge win in my opinion. The show as a whole will be seen by so many more people. From what I found, Netflix has around 260 million users, whereas Paramount Plus only has 64 million users. No surprise, as Netflix is very mainstream versus Paramount, so it'll be interesting to see what effect this has on the show when it launches next month on the platform. That's where the positives end. The negatives is that Netflix users are actually going to be shown the first 2 seasons of the Halo TV show. There were so many creative decisions that I didn't agree with. I liked the action scenes, as did many of you. That isn't enough to salvage the show for the first few seasons. If, and this is a big if, there's going to be a third season, Netflix, reboot it. Do it properly. The second season ended with them landing on the Halo ring. You could easily tell the story of the first Halo game as the third season. What I've never understood is Halo has a rich history in both book and video game form, a template to follow that people absolutely love. Imagine the level 343 Guilty Spark in live action, Keyes and the other Marines unknowingly freeing the Flood that the Covenant worked so hard to lock down. Imagine showing Sergeant Johnson fighting his way out of the facility on his own, and then the Master Chief coming along hours later to find the Covenant fleeing from the structure with screaming elites in the background signifying them being infected by the Flood. It would be amazing. So why not follow the pre-established media? I don't know this obsession with reinventing the wheel. Am I crazy for thinking this? Do you guys agree with me? Halo has such a rich history already. Why are you trying to retell a story that people already love? There's so many tasteful ways to respect legacy, the source material, and do it properly. If there is a third season, you could honestly keep the same actors. I really think with the correct creative direction, all of the current cast would do a great job. In saying that, to Halo Studios specifically, the first 2 seasons of the Halo TV series were a product of the old leadership. If you truly want to stand out from the crowd and leave your own mark on the series, the third season of the Halo TV show, reboot it. Start it from the first Halo game, follow that story, and take inspiration from the story beats in the books. There's a wonderful, almost 25-year history of Halo as a franchise at this point, stories that are beloved by millions of fans, their childhoods, and they would like nothing more than to see that on the silver screen. It's honestly why people were so pissed off at the first few seasons. They were just disappointed because they love Halo so much. It's iconic to them, and they couldn't believe what they were watching. Again, time will tell. Netflix has picked up the series, and there's been no announcement of season 3 so far. However, last year, they were sourcing locations for future episodes, aka season 3. At that point, it was still being spearheaded by Paramount Plus, so we will see. Next up today is Rejected Shotgun. The man, the myth, the legend. On screen, you see a map. It doesn't look all that crazy, right? Some skyscrapers, a Covenant cruiser in the background, some roads, and some buildings. Well, you're about to have your mind absolutely blown. I covered Rejected Shotgun's Destroyable Skyscrapers mod a few weeks ago. I thought that was amazing in and of itself. Every single object you are looking at on screen now is a Forge piece. That's right, everything I just listed, the buildings, the roads, everything. It is all a part of the brand new Halo 3 Forge mod that Rejected Shotgun is making. This is just further proof that the Master Chief Collection has so much potential that Halo Studios could capitalize on. If you furthered the available Halo MCC mods so they were more readily available to more people, just imagine what content could become playable for everybody. That's the number one thing you guys always mention to me. I did Ruby's Rebalance mod last video, and that mod had so much packed into it. It's a Halo fan's dream. It's a damn shame that that Xbox users can't experience it, because Ruby's rebalanced Halo Combat Evolved might be one of the best additions to classic Halo in the last decade. More than that though, you got such talented community members doing things out of sheer passion, why not make their lives easier? If Halo MCC ever comes to PlayStation, Halo Studios, you'd be doing the community a disservice if you didn't build on the pre-existing mod tools to make them more accessible to the broader community. In saying that, hashtag bring Halo mods to console. Moving on from that, and thanks to Mr. Rebs this week, he confirmed that more or less the Crusher was the planned Hunter replacement for Halo Infinite. He also said it may still come to the game as a forgeable AI enemy or used for a future Halo game. Now, if there is going to be a Halo Infinite sequel, and that won't be for 3 to 5 years, yes, that's a long time, I think the Crusher as an enemy would be great. Not as a replacement for the Hunters, but as some variety in the appropriate places. Finally today, we have found John Halo. That's right, a Halo fan named Paul Lee, I think it's Spanish, so Paul Lay, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, has found a way to possess the very first Halo ring in Combat Evolved. That's right, he has become the Halo ring itself. No, you can't do much with it, just float and sputter, but nevertheless, the fact that this is even possible, that the Halo ring is a vehicle you can control, and what I think is the coolest thing overall, is that no mods are required. The exact steps are to get out of bounds to manipulate the load zones, shoot 32,640 bullets, that is 272 reloads of the assault rifle and then 7 extra shots, that's a lot of bullets, and then use the acrophobia skull to pinch yourself in the ceiling, and if you've done all of that correctly, once you trigger the first cutscene where you meet Captain Keyes, you will become Alpha Halo itself. A brand new Easter egg in the year 2025 on the very first Halo game. You gotta love the Halo community, man. The fact that somebody found this, I just don't have words, I really don't. And that's it, that's this week in Halo. There'll be a new Infinite update coming out in the next few weeks, so once it's out, I'll cover that. It's going to feature the new Master Chief armor from Halo 5, and many of you guys said, well, the Halo Combat Evolved Mark V Chief sold so well, Halo Studios is going to go through the entire list of Master Chief armor now and sell them all in the shop. And to be honest, you guys are probably right. I'm also going to be covering the old school Halo Xbox 360 games, as lots of people have been playing matchmaking on them lately. Seriously, if you want to play the older games like your childhood, they've never been more accessible thanks to the community, so keep an eye out for that too. And in terms of the Halo TV show, we'll see what effect Netflix has on the series. Will they reboot? Will they continue on? Or are they just buying the streaming rights? Time will tell. With that said, I'm going to ask you guys, do you think the series should be outright cancelled? Should it be rebooted to follow the official source material? Or if you have another idea, leave it in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching. So cool to see the community creating awesome stuff as usual, and I'll see you guys later.